having the Supreme Court rule something unconstitutional is like having the airbags deploy on your car. When it happens, it's great, you're very happy it happened. But the fact that you got to that point probably indicates you did something wrong. Not always, but usually if you're at the point where your life is going to be saved or not, depending on whether the airbags function properly, how did you get into that danger in the first place? Why were you driving 54 miles an hour in a 55 zone during a rainstorm where you only had 30 feet of visibility ahead? It is up to the American people to maintain our political system of constitutional liberty. It's Benjamin Franklin's quote, what kind of constitution did you guys just produce? A republic, if you can keep it. We can't keep it just on platonic guardians in a Supreme Court. They can be a check, and it's important that they be there, but in the long term it depends on the American people. And so in the New Deal, when after electing Franklin Roosevelt 4 times, the American people sort of made a collective decision, is, you know, all this like federalism stuff and, you know, state versus federal government, at least on economic stuff, we give up on that. We just want Washington, D.C. to do everything economic. The Supreme Court can only stand in the way of that for a while. It can't stand in the way of it forever. The Supreme Court can slow down a change that a supermajority of the people want, but it can't stop the supermajority of the people over the long term. And so that's what this is so important, this meeting is so important about, is the Constitution endures in the long run only to the extent that it lives in and is cherished by the hearts and minds of the American people.